The work is over. He's not trying to do anything for you. It's already done. Y'all better grab what I just told you right there. I hope you better grab what I told you right there. If he's not trying to do anything, Natasha, he already did it. Okay, I'm going to help somebody a little more with that in just 1 second. Watch this. So Jesus then is the brightness of God's glory. Oh, yeah. The glory of God, Jeanette, is the manifestation of the presence of God. Jesus is the brightness of the glory of God. What does that mean, Pastor? That means Jesus is the ray of God's sun. S-U-N, son. Okay, it's plain for Casey as I help somebody else make it plain. When the sun shines, the rays of the sun extend and touch you. Got what I just told you? Watch this. The sun, S-U-N, sun, is over 92 million miles away from the earth. The sun is made up with gas, which means you can't stand on the sun. The rays of the sun, the Ruth Price, emanate from the sun. The truth of the matter is, if we would not burn up and get close to the sun, when you got close to the sun, you really could not tell where the sun ends and the rays begin. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because you got there, you really can't tell. Matter of fact, if it was really sunny outside and hot on you right now, you don't say, oh, this ray is hot. You say the sun is hot. Y'all be real with me today. Come on, somebody. You don't say, look at these rays, you look at the sun. The rays are shining, the sun is shining. What does that mean, Pastor? That means, you all, that that's just how it is with God and Jesus. Just as you cannot tell where the rays begin and the sun, S-U-N, sun ends, it's the same way with God and Jesus. God reigns, but Jesus extends to touch us. And so every time Jesus touches you, you know I've been touched by God. Because I can't tell what God is and Jesus begins. But every time Jesus touches me, it's God touching me. Every time Jesus helps me, it's Jesus, God moving through my life. Every time Jesus heals me, God touched my body. And somebody thank God in this place that every time his ray, his son touches you, you've been touched by God also. Y'all remember what Jesus told Philip in John chapter 14? He said, have I not been so long with you, Philip, that you don't understand that when you see me, you see the Father? Don't you understand? How are you going to ask me to show us the Father? When you look at me, you're looking at my daddy. All right. We're the same. So here it is then, Lord Jones, watch this. If we really want to be touched by God, we simply have to touch Jesus. If we really want to be moved by God, we need to be moved by Jesus. If we really want to see God, we just need to look at Jesus. Oh my God, I like that right there. If I really need something from God, I just got to look at Jesus. And everything I need from God, he has it. So Jesus, you all, watch this now, was the only sacrifice that could both please God and pay our debt at the same time. A ram couldn't do it, a bull couldn't do it, a lamb couldn't do it, man couldn't do it. Jesus was the only one who could be our sacrifice, please God, and pay our debt in full at the same time. Aren't you glad when he paid your debt, you didn't have to give a tip? Y'all be real with me. Come on now. Some of y'all go to dinner with people, they pay the bill, you won't even leave a tip. They pay the bill for you. You sit there talking about, they say, leave a tip. But you know, my lemonade was kind of warm, man. Get out of trying to just leave a tip for somebody. But Jesus paid the price, Emily gave Joe, and he left the tip also. Oh my God, bless your name, Jesus. Bless your name, Jesus. This thing is a big deal, you all. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Because what it shows is that we are important enough to God that he would speak to us through his son. Look at how important you are to him. Look at how much Alice, he thinks about us. The fact that he says, I love you so much. I think about you so much that you are so important to me that I will speak to you through my son. And my son is the heir of everything. And so what Jesus does here, Bishop Mark, is Jesus helps us understand that which has already been shown or revealed. And so because of Christ, we understand that we can expect and lay claim to everything God says is ours. Because of Jesus, Shirley Stubbs, I know I can get everything that he said I can have. And so we don't have to worry about new revelation. We don't have to wonder what God's going to do next. Don't wonder what God's going to say next. All we have to do because of Jesus is thank God he's going to do what he already said he's going to do. All we have to do is thank God he's going to reveal and manifest that which has already taken place. Now get this, because it's important we understand then, you all, that, watch this, Christ is not just the Lord of the heavens, nor is he only Lord of the earth. He is Lord of everything. Hallelujah. Some of y'all missed that. Everything he created, he's in charge of. Some people give Satan Saturday night. Satan didn't make one day. You know, Saturday is the devil's day. Satan didn't make one day. October 31st, the devil's holiday. Satan didn't make one day. God made every day, and he made it through Jesus Christ, which means, Jillian, God is in charge of everything. Okay, let me take it a step further. He controls everything. Watch this now. He controls how much? Everything. Y'all get what I just told you, right? He controls how much? Everything. That's important you get that. He controls everything, and he is present to help us overcome in the places he controls. All right. He controls everything, Wendy, and he's present to help us overcome in the places he controls. But I just told you what he controls everything, which means he's present everywhere to help us have victory everywhere we go. How dare you say you can't have victory some places in your life when he controls everything and he is omnipresent. He's everywhere at the same time with his four lessons to give us victory everywhere he controls. Which means then we need to let him control our lives. That's right. That's right. Yeah. 1 second, son. I want them to get this. They're going to start shouting on you. This is word right here. Bishop William Murphy II said something interesting with Christ. He said we can actually change our personal direction by shifting the atmosphere around us. Y'all hear me well? Because some people don't like the direction your life is going. I'm going to tell you how to change the direction of your life right now. He said you can change your personal direction by shifting the atmosphere around us. This happens when we worship God, when we pray to God and intercede him on behalf of other people. Oh, bless your name, Jesus. Yeah. What it has to happen then, Felicia, is as we do this, the Christ who brings change will do what he's already done in our lives. When we worship, pray, and intercede, things begin to shift in every area of our lives. You really want to see a shift take place? Begin to worship God. Begin to pray to God. Intercede for somebody else to God. Oh my God. Once we do this, what happens, you all, is the enemy can no longer control the situations of your lives. A key, Leandra Turner, to our success is understanding the atmosphere around us. See, one of the problems many of us have today, Jamie, is we don't quite understand the atmosphere we live in. Atmosphere, the surrounding environment and influence of our lives. And too many of us, Kimberly Cato, only focus on our natural atmosphere. And we understand if something happens in the natural atmosphere, we're not going to make it. Some of y'all have allergies. Come on, don't y'all play with me. In the springtime and the fall time, look like you crying all the time. What's wrong with you? My allergies act good, that's all. The pollen count must be high. I can't even breathe. I need some allergy medicine. Because you understand when the atmosphere changes, you can't make it. So whoever asked me in this place understand what I'm talking about. When the atmosphere is wrong, your asthma acts up. I would to God, some real people hear me right now. Bless your name, Jesus. Well, you know what? The reality See, it's the same thing as you in the spirit realm. Our atmosphere is the makeup of the different circumstances and the things we're in. Our atmosphere is the air that we breathe all the time. Everything we do, every situation we're in, Lord Jones, creates a different atmosphere. And so some of us have an atmosphere of hostility. That's why you're always mean. Hostile, upset, fussing, arguing with everybody all the time. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Me, look at you. Atmosphere of hostility. They always got attitude with somebody else. Some have an atmosphere of depression. That's what I always hear. What's wrong? How you doing? Oh, my toe hurt. Better yet, here's really how I go. My toe hurt. Why you on your head? Because my uncle toe was hurt, but he had something wrong with his brain. I need an EEG, I need a CAT scan, I need an MRI, I need somebody to give me a brainwave scan, I need something going on, because Lord's wrong with my brain today. No, you stubbed your toe last night. Oh, no. And by the time you leave, you feel bad. How you doing? I was feeling good. But now I think my head hurt too. Let me get your doctor number because I need an appointment. Some have an atmosphere of doubt. Atmosphere of lack. And unfortunately, because of that, that's why some live defeated lives. Because instead of saying what they can do through Jesus Christ, they talk about what they can't do because of their bank account. I'm going to speak this thing anyhow. Because, see, everybody, it was funny to come out of somebody else. Now we get to our pocketbook. Now, oh, why the preacher got to go there? Because we have an atmosphere around us that messes us up. And so we go out there, yes, we can. We say, no, I can't. And we create an atmosphere of defeat, an atmosphere of lack, an atmosphere of doubt, which causes us to live a defeated life. We in church shout, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, except the one thing the preacher say do today. How is it God can help us do everything except that one thing that's going to help take us to the next dimension? Okay. Here's the question you have to ask yourself. What is in your atmosphere that causes you to do what you do? What's in your atmosphere that causes you to act like you act? What's in your atmosphere that makes you snap like you snap? Oh my God. What's in your atmosphere that causes you to think about yourself like you think about yourself? If somebody called you a B, called you out your name, you get mad. But you turn the radio on and dance when Beyonce call you one. Beyonce tell you, I woke up like this, yeah, I'm a B. Hot dog. How in the world? That's the atmosphere you in. You need to make better of yourself by changing the atmosphere. I would to God somebody got heard what I just told you right there. You got to change the atmosphere. Too many times we get upset over what people call us. If that's not who you are, then it's not your atmosphere. If it's not your atmosphere, stop getting upset over air you don't breathe. My God, bless your name, Jesus. And if somebody bring the wrong atmosphere around you, hold your breath and you leave it. What you doing? I'm leaving your atmosphere. I need to inhale and exhale something that's healthy to me. I need to breathe something that's going to bring life to my life and not bring me down. I'm tired of living a defeated life. The God that I serve brought change through his son, Jesus Christ. And Jesus don't call me out of my name. Matter of fact, when he does, he tells me I'm blessed. He tells me I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. He tells me I'm in his image, I feel likeness. He calls me after his name. His mind is full of me, and you were full of something else.